One for the dunk, two for the slam. Better get ready, cause we're gonna jam. Cause 12 Sports knows the deal on the Suns. Strictly business, but we have a lot of fun. Come on, come on. The Phoenix Suns jam session. Come on, come on. I'm ready to jam.
Oh, that music brings back memories. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Suns Jam Session right here on 12 News. Cameron Cox in studio. We're going to check in with Luke Glidden on the road with the Suns here in just a moment. But first, the playoffs. Finally here, folks. No team in Suns history has had to deal with more expectations, more pressure, more injuries, yet they have held on and are now getting hot at the right time. Suns entering the playoffs, winners of 6 of their last 8, playing some of their best basketball, finally surviving and thriving through the hardest remaining schedule in the NBA. Their first round matchup just perfect. The Suns are the 7th seed. They swept the season series against the 3 seed T-Wolves, but now, of course, it's a new season, folks.
We've had adversity this season. We've had up and downs. We've been through a lot, so hopefully that's all out the way. And once we go through a tough time, we've already kind of been through it.
You just can't turn it over. Anytime we don't turn it over, we right there neck and neck with them. But when we turn it over and get them such a big lead in the first quarter, it's hard to bring them down because they got tough shot makers on their team.
Yeah, both teams loaded with superstars. It should be a fun matchup. Luke Glidden, our own superstar, out in the frozen tundra in Minneapolis. Luke, the jacket looks good on you, buddy.
We appreciate it, Cam. We definitely need it. Good evening to you from Minnesota, where it is very, very chilly. And the wind just picked up. What great timing, right? It is brisk 35 degrees, a little bit different temperature compared to where you are standing inside our 12 News studios. Speaking of Phoenix, the Suns, their regular season has officially come to a close, and now the real work begins for this Suns team. Their quest to hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy will begin Saturday afternoon inside Target Center behind me, and they're hoping to steal at least victory 1 of 16 needed in this postseason to survive in advance, and it all starts here in Minnesota. The Suns wrapped up their final shoot-around Friday afternoon, and in coach's words,
yeah, they're ready. Yeah, they're ready.
The Suns bring their veteran leadership into this series, and with it comes poise, especially on the road.
Just know that we're going to make mistakes, know they're going to hit tough shots, and know that sometimes the ref might get in the way of the game. Sometimes it's how basketball goes. So if we stay poised and stay together, I think we'll be in good shape.
And big fella Jusuf Nurkic is hungry for that one-of-a-kind playoff intensity. We've always heard and seen that the physicality ramps up when it comes to playoff time. How much do you relish or enjoy the increase in physicality and that playoff intensity?
I love it. As long as that referee know that, I love it. I think it's going to be really fun to see and experience that after the whole season we was playing for. I can't really describe. We can't just wait to get ready.
No play-in tournament for the Suns as the 6th seed, which means more time off, more film study, and a lot of it.
We were very thorough and detailed in, preparing for these games, but also setting its own for what the playoffs are about and what we're trying to accomplish here in terms of getting 16 wins.
Every player in the league sees this time as a time to continue to keep the habits that you built throughout the whole season and, play even more free knowing that you put that work in all season. So it's a relaxing time. With all the work and stuff that you put in through the year, it should be comfortable.
You got to love how Kevin Durant just called the playoffs a relaxing time. I don't know if I would necessarily use that word choice, but hey, it just goes to show this team enters the playoffs with a lot of confidence and a great mindset compared to many other teams left in the NBA playoffs, Cam.
Yeah, well said, Luke. Stay right there. We'll check back with you a little bit later on in the show. Let's get more reaction. Our insiders, Saul, Espo, Gerald, and Lindsey Smith from the PHNX Suns podcast, giving us the Suns' chances in the postseason.
Well, I think this is the best matchup you could have hoped for. Obviously, playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, a team that you beat on average by 15 points a game this season. You've held their star to limited points all year. I think you couldn't hope for anything better than the 6th seed against that team.
100%. This is absolutely the best case scenario for the Suns. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, so I'm not going to make any predictions. But I think this is a really good matchup for the Suns, and I think we're going to have a blast watching these two teams go toe-to-toe.
Yeah, for me, this is about the Suns playing within themselves, right? And playing the brand of basketball that we know that they can play, but they haven't always played. I feel like Bradley Beal the other night against Sacramento set the tone, set it point blank after. It's time now. We want to win based on the last 5 quarters of basketball. I'm feeling pretty good about where they are.
Yeah, this is not your typical 3-6 matchup, aside from the fact that the Suns are 3-0 against this team. Like, the Timberwolves are really good defensively. They're the #1 defense. They force a lot of turnovers. And as we know, the Suns have struggled with that. But in their matchups, it's been the exact opposite story. The defense hasn't bothered the Suns' shot making. They played really well defensively and forcing the Timberwolves into a lot of turnovers. And in those 3 matchups, the Timberwolves have not been within single digits of the Suns in a single second half. So, like, the Suns have dominated all 3 of these games. This is about as favorable a first round matchup as you could ask for. And I've got Suns in 6 in the first round.